Hi guys, we are at the Volvo service center, Sisma Auto Service Center in Glenmarie, and the car you're looking at here, this is the Volvo XC60 T5. That is the T8. So we all know the Volvo XC60 T8 very well. We have reviewed this car, both me and Bobby have reviewed this car. But what about the T5? The T5 is it is the entry-level model, and naturally it's not gotten as much love as the flagship here. Okay, but is it is it a very big step down from the T8? Well, for starters, the rim design and size really makes this look like a down spec car when you put this next to the T8. Okay, you look at the rim size, right? Amazingly, it is just a difference of 1 inch. Okay, so this the T8 here has 19-inch alloy wheels. These rims here actually measure 18 inches. Okay, but they look like they are 17s and such thick profile tires. So I have no doubts that the T5 probably may be a more comfortable car. Okay, but in appearance wise, definitely the T8 with that size of rim looks a bit more upmarket lah. Okay, so I would think that maybe if you buy this car, upsize the rim an inch, it will look pretty okay. Okay, so in terms of trim, you notice that between the T5 and the T8, you don't get this chrome trim here, and you don't get this inscription trim here as well, which, if you ask me, it's okay. It gives the car a neater appearance. Okay, and at the front, okay, look at the front. So you still get the Thor hammer headlamps. Okay, and the bumper actually, well, it looks similar at first glance, but it is slightly different. Okay, you notice on the T8 there are these slats here at the bottom corner, but on the T5 this is blank. Okay, but well, it's not a major difference. But if you look at it from the rear, okay, you get similar looking tail lights. The bumper also is a simpler looking bumper. You get this unpainted diffuser lower section, which, if you ask me, is more appealing. You get a very straightforward round exhaust tips, whereas for the T8 you get the trapezoidal exhaust tips. But when you look closely inside the T8, right, inside there is a round exhaust tip as well. So this is just like a glorified hole at the bumper. But so overall, I think appearance wise, right, between the T5 and the T8, I can live with the T5's more toned down body, but perhaps the rims need to upsize a bit. I also believe that this car, they added this accessory, this matte silver cover on the side mirror. But it does look like a lower spec version of the T8, but I think this is something that can easily be sorted with bigger rims. Yeah. Okay, so the interior of the T5, first, the major difference is, of course, the gear lever. You get the Autoforce gear lever in the T8. This one you get this more straightforward to operate gear lah. Oh, okay, this one got a bit of scratch, but I think this can be cleaned up for this particular car. Okay, yeah, so function wise this is the same, but in the T8 you get a nicer trim element along the center console. You still get the same portrait, the portrait shaped touchscreen, middle touchscreen. And yeah, so here you get this nice brushed metal finish. I actually quite like this. In the T8 you get open pore wood, I believe. Yeah, open pore wood. This is very nice, very sophisticated, very modern, very understated. Okay, also you still get this Swedish flag here. Okay, most important, check this out, you get keyless entry. And get powered tailgate. So from this side, you still get the virtual instrument cluster as per the T8. Steering wheel, in the T8, this is the very shining finish. This is just a more bare, a more plain looking plastic. And so you get this deep center console box, quite useful. So overall, Okay, as I illustrated in my video, the T8, this is a very well partitioned center console. Okay, so let's quickly step back over to the T8 at the front so that we can get a quick comparison. Okay, so the car is locked, but as you can see, the difference in terms of just first glance appearance, the T8 here has the Bowers and Wilkins sound system. It has that different metal weave dashboard trim. You get the that shining finish on the steering mounted controls, and yeah, you get a more plush looking finish on the center console as well. So overall, it's a noticeable difference, but if you ask me, not a terrible looking difference lah. So you still get power tailgate. You still get a power tailgate with the T5, same boot capacity. And of course, as you know, with Volvos, right, whether you choose a petrol or plug-in hybrid, your boot capacity is the same, because Volvo's battery, okay, the Volvo's hybrid battery is mounted along the center tunnel. So whichever way you choose, right, you don't lose in luggage capacity. Here, the back seats, you get rear aircon blowers. Here, you still don't get center mounted rear aircon blowers. So this is the armrest. Pretty functional armrest. You get a lot of storage compartments. Okay, all right. Isofix mounts. Yeah, so you just pull this up, slot your Isofix in. Okay, yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. So at the back seat, no major difference. Let me walk inside to the showroom and ask if I can get a test drive. Okay, so I'm now testing the XC60 T5. Okay, previously in my previous video, in one of my earlier videos, I drove the T8. So now I'm behind the wheel of the T5. Okay, right. Okay, so compared to the T8, which had that autoforce crystal, this one has a gear knob. This one has a regular, mechanical moving gear lever. So immediately, right, can feel that actually it's not bad. Now I take off. The engine feels pretty okay. It feels punchy. Of course, there is as is the reality when you drive a turbocharged vehicle, right? There is always a degree of lag. One, you cannot run away from it. But once you get past that, the response is pretty decent. And this car definitely feels lighter than the T8. The helm, the steering, it feels lighter, it feels more agile, it feels more responsive. I think the handling of this car is better than the T8. Yeah, and I think, quite simply put, performance-wise, this is not a very big step down from the T8. So one more thing. I think previously I thought the T5 was front-wheel drive. It's not. It's all-wheel drive. So I'm a bit old-fashioned in the sense that I still hold on to the belief that an SUV should be all-wheel drive. Not bad, man. This is good. Hey, this is good, lah. This engine, it feels lively, it feels responsive, it feels willing to go. Yeah, whereas with the T8, I felt that there was a certain sense of heaviness to the car. And I have no doubt that, on full throttle, in an open road, the T8 will leave this smooth smelling dust. But this one, on your day-to-day driving, it's pretty okay. Okay, and the fact that now here, this car only has one powertrain to manage, as opposed to the T8, which have to vary between electric and combustion. Of course, when you drive the T8 with the electric mode, it's very nice, very smooth, very refined. But this one is, I think, right, I actually like driving this car better than the T8. Yeah. Okay, it's very, very good. Steering feels, I like this steering better than the T8. Yeah, for sure. I think if you were to, this is my personal opinion, I think if you were to put, you know, the T8 features into this T5 and price it at the same level as the T8, I would pick this over the T8. Yeah. I mean, if let's say like you were to take all the, you know, the T8 inscription trim and plonk it into this T5, and you say you give it to me at the same price, I would pick this over the T8. Yeah, this car just feels more. It feels more engaging. Yeah. When you step on the accelerator, the response is more. What you call it? It somehow feels more connected, better connected to you. Yeah. Whereas with the T8, there's a sense of aloofness to the car. It's like, okay, you step on me, I go very, very fast. But yeah, this one gives you a greater sense of engagement, and the comfort level is brilliant. This car is very, very comfortable. Yeah. So recently, just earlier today, my friend called me, right, and asked me. He went to a Volvo, another Volvo showroom, okay, and inquired, and the salesman told him that, hey, look, the XC60 T8 no more stock until September. Are you okay to settle with the T5? And I tell him, well, I told him I would ask around lah, and Sisma people also told me that they are there is a worldwide shortage of stocks for the T8. But if you ask me, if you go to a Volvo showroom, the Volvo salesman tells you, hey sir, we don't have any more T8s. Are you okay with the T5? My recommendation is go for it. The T5 is okay. It is very good. This car is very nice to drive. Of course, the only reason why you would prefer the T8 over this, okay, is either you have a preference for PHEVs, or you want the features that come with the T8, in which case that one cannot be helped. But performance-wise, in terms of the overall driving experience, this car definitely does not feel like a downgrade from the T8. Yeah, if in fact if you were to evaluate purely from a driving perspective, I prefer this over the T8. Okay lah, if there's one thing nice about the T8, 360-degree camera. Although I would say that Volvo's 360 camera image stitching is not as well sorted as BMW or Mercedes, but this a car this size, right, and you know, when it's in a tight space, right, a poor 360-degree camera is better than no 360-degree camera lah, let's put it that way. Okay, so right now I'm in the XC60 T8. I'm just quickly taking this out for a quick comparison. So right off the blocks. Okay, so this car has about, right now I'm driving this car, it's charged to about half strength battery. Of course, because the way this car works is that the electric motor adds assistance to the combustion engine, so the car is constantly managing two power sources as well. And yeah, it is faster than the T5, no doubts. But you see, the thing is that you only really feel the advantage. The advantage is only significant when you are driving these two cars back to back on the highway, because on day-to-day driving, okay, when you're driving around town, the T5 is fast enough. Yeah, handling wise, somehow I feel the T5 steering is more connected than the T8. Yeah, there's a more natural, more organic feel to the T5 I somehow feel that the when I drove the T5, the feedback, to my senses, it feels more vivid in the T5. Yeah, so the T8 is the more capable package, but I somehow think the T5 is a more engaging car to drive, and especially now that I find out that the T5 has all-wheel drive, right? Mechanically speaking, I don't feel the need to spend for the T8 anymore, even though I know that if I go for the T8, okay, I get a higher spec cars in terms of features. So, you know, if you go for a T5, right, you get a less impressive looking car. You get, you know, the overall appearance of the car is like and all that is a bit, it's not appealing. But to drive, I would prefer the T5 any time of the day, no question. Yeah, so if I was shopping for an XC60, right, I'd probably go for the T5 and spec up the rims. Yeah, good enough for me. Yeah lor. So okay, that concludes my little quick video of the XC60 T5. Do come to Sisma Auto this weekend, 2nd and 3rd of June, to check the car out. If you're watching this video after the 2nd and 3rd of June, no worries. I understand for the next 2-3 months, because there is a shortage of stocks for the T8, the Volvo will be more actively pushing the XC60 T5 to any interested customers. So if your sales advisor offers you the T5, and if you are okay with the car's appearance, then my verdict is that where driving is concerned, the T5 does not disappoint. Okay, so now for the T5, right, it is just a question of whether you are okay living with a car that is not as impressive looking, not as well loaded with features or not. Yeah. Okay, so until my next video, thanks for watching. Bye for now.